Let's start with a very interesting Reddit story form sliced double. I shut down whole organization for a week. Hello, I just told a story in I Don't Work Here, Lady, and this one is kind of related to it. Kinda. Anyway, I work in very large community centre that is non-profit. We have tons of stuff, like children daycare, open college, physiotherapy for seniors and disabled people. We got 6 huge apartment building for senior citizens trough out the city, activities for immigrants and unemployed. We got cafeteria and a restaurant, and more. Now I love my work. I got promotion after promotion. I started an IT tech support person. I was the only IT guy in whole organization. When I started, we got like maybe 80 persons working there, including the teachers in our open college. Today, we are over 200 strong. So anyway, it's relaxed and non-toxic work environment. As I got tons of work to do as I am alone with everything that runs with ones and zeros, I have to plan my work a little different than rest of the bunch. So I have 100% flexible work times, meaning I work when I see fit. I am on salary. They pay me once a month and not hourly. The executive director approves this as I can maintain the whole organization's IT infrastructure without any downtime. I come and go as I see best for me doing my job. This worked fine for about 12 years or so. Everyone was happy and I was respected because not only I got the job done, but my job did not cause any downtime on IT at all. Only downtime was hour or less if someone's workstation broke down, etc. I always had spared ready to go. I also was 24/7 on call and went to the office in middle of my vacations if needed, and I was able to go. I worked on weekends and sometimes nights on work week just to get things done, so there is no downtime at office hours. That time in my career, we had pretty massive amount of servers. 8 server machines just for Microsoft stuff, 4 Linux servers and couple BSDs for Open College. I had a maintains routine divided to small maintenance that I did after office hours and large maintenance that I did after office hours and continued through the night and the huge ones that needed me to live at the office over the weekend. And as there was no thing as overtime, we had agreement that whenever I had to work more than 8 hours, I would get paid leave instantly on next day. So if I came work at 8 in the Monday, stayed until everyone left and then started the smaller maintenance that would usually take like 2 to 3 hours max, I would then come 2 to 3 hours later to work next day. And if it took long enough, I could take the whole next day off. I always informed the whole organization that maintenance was due and I would deal with it and take X amount of leave next day. No problems with anyone. Business as usual until we hire a new project manager. Middle-aged lady that has most piercing blue eyes that drill into our soul and suck all the joy and will to live out of you. And she was a corporate manager. It was her first time working in non-profit org, so she was super shocked how relaxed our office was. There were complaints about everything that I don't want to list here because only one is relevant. Working times. I did not get how she was able to boss around out frigging director when she was only a project manager. I mean, WTF, I was at that time already a systems administrator. But anyway, soon came the time for large maintenance. Some updates for accounting software and some smaller things to Open College end. I put a notice to our org's email list like always and state that large updates are going in starting this evening and ending before tomorrow morning, and that I would not be in office next day. Email me or call if any problems. I never gave any time estimates because there was always a chance that they won't hold. If something goes wrong with updates of other stuff, it's my ass who has to fix it anyway, and then it's God know how many hours it takes. So evening comes, everybody goes home, and I wait till last one log out from their workstation and go to work. Routine stuff, some updates, weird database conversion that has to be done every time our accounting or wages software gets an update. It takes time, but only like 6 hours or so, as it's only the accounting database. I finish my stuff and head home. Next morning, I wake up around 7 a.m., make some coffee, and head to my gaming computer and think, all day, nothing but EVE Online. At around maybe 9 something my work phone rings. I answer, and it is the project manager. I'll just call her PMS from now. PMS yells to me on the phone. Something like this. Don't remember actual words. PMS. Where the hell are you? Me. At home. It's my day off. PMS. Oh, well, we have a situation here. I need you here now. Me. Okay, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I still lived pretty close to my work. On my way, I thought, did I f up something last night? Can't be. I tested everything, and it would have been accounting calling me or secretary if it was about updates at Open College End. Well, whatever. I'll see then. I rush to office and go straight to project manager's office. Me. Hey, what's up? MS. My printer is out of toner. Get me a new one. Me. Out of toner? This the situation? There are toners on a shelf at storage at first floor. All desktop printers are the same and use same toner. So why did you not get it yourself? All this was explained to you a week ago. PMS. I am not going to change any toners, boy. Do your job. Me. Okay, whatever. And head to storage to get new toner. We have a policy that all employers deal with their own desktop printers. Like, add papers to them and change the toner, because it is as easy to putting your effing shoes on. And it takes these trivial tasks away from me, who already is overworked and underpaid. I got back and changed the toner. Then I head back home. She actually stopped her whining for a while, and I thought all was good. But after a couple more maintenance days and night, she called to administrative meeting. So there were me, our new wages clerk, who also was HR manager, director, office manager, and PMS. PMS starts the meeting. Again, something like this, as I don't remember the actual words. PMS. I wanted to talk about work times and how OP has been slacking and taking leave on his own accord. I thought that in this community, we all share the same rules, do we not? Me? Sorry, but as the same rules do apply to all, work times don't. We do different kind of work here, so same exact work times just won't work. PMS. You have been at home when people here have problems with their computer? Me? Yes, and they call me if there is a problem, and 99.9% of time we get it sorted out by phone. PMS. But your home is not your workplace. Your office is. Me? Yes, but as I have to work late, and even nights sometimes here, I take the paid leave ASAP, like we have agreed here. PMS? Well, all work should be done at normal office hours. Why do you even have to work at nights or weekends? Me. Because no one here wants any downtime on theirs work. Just to clarify, there were at this point maybe 120 people strong. At least 80 of those used workstations or laptops for their work. Even the damn fitness instructors. Everything was at this point digital and ran ones and zeros. Physicist meets a client, they do their stuff, and then physicists does the mandatory report on computer. They make all the plans for clients on computer. Kiddie daycare uses computers daily to be in contact with parents, etc. Everything is running by computers now. PMS. Nonsense. You can do your job at office hours like the rest of us. I look at director as I know HR and office manager don't give a flip about this. And for some reason, director says to me, Director, yeah, PMS and I have been talking about this issue for a few times now with whole staff. And from now on, our old agreement is no longer valid. You have to do all your work at office hours. Many people don't like that you can take paid leave. Me. Are you sure? Like 110% sure about this. All my work. Server and network maintenance too. At office hours? Can we make new written agreement on this like we did on my open hours? Director? Yes. Come by at evening before we close the office for today. I'll have the agreement ready by then. Me. Okay, dokie. And leave do continue whatever I was doing before this crap is about to hit the fan meeting. As you can guess what is about to happen. I mean, there was zero toxicity at our work. Everyone was happy and then, one corporate goblin just has to sum and create this tension. Oh well. They are about to learn their lesson. I go to see director later at evening and we sign the agreement about my new work times. I check the agreement and tell director that he forgot something. There is no mention about the time frame I need to inform whole staff when maintenance is about to happen, only that I have to do all my work at office hours. From 8:15 to 15:30 also, as I am on salary. Overtime is not allowed unless we have an agreement on it. And whoopsie, old agreement that stated my overtime hours would be paid leave hour by hour, new agreement had nothing about overtime. So absolutely no overtime hours. Period. But I did not mention this to him. He just shrugs his shoulders and says, "Just send them email in the morning if you are about to do it that day." Alrighty then. Will do. I'll just start to my waiting game. I love my work and all the people here, but I'm about to make myself most hated man here, at least for a while. Couple of weeks go by. I do few small maintenance jobs here and there, and downtime is only from 1 hour to 2, and I usually do it at lunchtime so everyone get as little downtime possible. Because I am waiting for the huge one. And patience of rewarded. In a few months, accounting and wages are getting huge updates. I mean, this is the stuff that usually means that I stay whole weekend at office sleeping on the floor with sleeping bag for those couple of hours I can. I still think that, should I just, to go and tell the director that we are about to hit the big one? Nope, I'm not. I also had saved some smaller updates just for this occasion. I have never felt so evil in my life. So the day comes and I go to office 8:15 sharp and send the message to whole organisation. Good morning, it's XX4X20 and today is again maintenance day. Prepare for some downtime. This maintenance concerns whole organisations as I have to update all the servers and some routers too. There is also a huge update on financial software and it is critical and has to be done. I will start operation at 11 o'clock as usual. Thank you for your understanding. Sincerely. OP. Remember that I never have told anyone any estimates how long maintenance will take. Heh. I do my other stuff and then ding, it's 11 o'clock. Time to start. Phase 1. First, I kick every employee out from network. Easy. I got a script for that. Phase 2. Then I hit OS updates on every server and go get some coffee. Now, everyone got kicked out from network so they can't access anything at network. File server is offline. Print server, offline. Database servers, offline. They can't even use photocopier because you have to log to AD, Active Directory, to use it with RDIF card. They still have access to their desktop, and they can use desktop applications, but as company policy, all data is stored to file servers as no one is allowed to save any files on their laptops and workstations. Also, they can't use internet at all because every server is now downloading updates from internet. And I made sure every Linux and Unix box downloads everything possible. My phone starts to ring. Me. This is IT services. How can I help? Screaming. Me. Yeah, it's a big maintenance today. I did send email this morning about it. No, I don't know how long it's going to take. All day at least. Maybe. We see. Click on the other end. 12 o'clock. People are starting to return from lunch. Whole network is still down and stays down. 1300-ish. I start to get phone calls about how long it's going to take. Some people come to my office when they can't reach me by phone. I just tell that estimated time is unknown on these big updates. Should not take more than day or two. Day or two. This is what stirred the whole place. It was like a beehive all of a sudden. People came to me screaming and yelling. Why you do this to us? Why? Cancel the updates now. I need to work. Stop. I just shrugged my shoulders. Sorry. Can't do anything about it. It's impossible to cancel or stop once it is put into motion. Just hang on. Even director came to see me and was first angry and then little confused. I told that this is what maintenance is. It is what it is and nothing will change it. At least not this instant. Everyone just has to suck it up and wait till it's done. I'm just doing my job here. So I just read some IT magazines and had too much coffee for the rest of the day as I was waiting for the servers to update. Then 15:30 came and I went home. Some people were still sitting at their offices waiting and looked me with the most questionable faces asking where I am going. Home, see you tomorrow. Next day. I go check the servers at the morning. Almost done all of them. Unix and Linux are peachy. I still have to reboot all the Windows servers. I do that. I could just boot them all at once, but I feel more evil by the minute, and I just boot them one at a time, waiting for server to fully boot, me log in and check that updates are okay before moving to next one. And of course, after every server, I pull my own laptop and make a maintenance report in detail. No one reads these reports, but office managers demand them anyway. They go straight to archive and into recycle bin year later. After I have done with servers, clock is around almost 1400, and I haven't had my lunch yet, so I go and have a lunch. I come back 15:10 and start to plan next day. I need to install updates for financial applications, and I want to do checklist that all goes smoothly. Did not complete my list and plan, so it's 15:30 again, and I'm going home. Did I mention that it's now Thursday? I started my maintenance at Tuesday. I finish my checklist and plan for financial software updates early. I start dropping updates one by one before lunchtime. I could drop them all at once, but I just want to go by the book and follow my checklist. It's, by the way, recommended by this software supplier that updates are installed one by one. All goes smooth, and I put the databases to do their weird conversion. As I am not a total man part, I drop rest of smaller updates on other server-side programs while I wait for the database thingy to complete. Well, as usual, it takes forever, so I head back home when clock hits 15:30. Friday. I have been only person in our 120-person company working since 11 a.m. last Tuesday. Everyone is so pissed. They have to come to office and do nothing. Some are doing cleaning operations to their desk. Some are tidying paper archives, etc. Most are just sipping coffee and reading magazines. Internet has been fine since Wednesday, but I don't think anyone has noticed. LOL. I feel sorry for physicists who have to use pen and paper to all clients and then liters sort everything on their computers. Restaurant and cafeteria are fine, as I did not mess with cashier systems at all. Friday morning and I get all okay from database conversion. Okay, let's see. Okay. I think I can now begin starting the services on servers. One by one, of course. I take my sweet time. Using every break I am entitled to and have full-length lunch break. Finally, 1500 hours sharp, I send an email to whole org that maintenance is now done, and you can now re-log in to get access to network. Thank you for your patience. Next estimated huge maintenance is about in 3 or 4 months. Director, office manager, accountant, and wages clerk had been at home most of the week. I think I was them at Wednesday morning, but not after that. Project manager was pissed at Wednesday too, but left me alone as I explained that if I have to go to some meetings with every branch about this downtime issue, downtime would only get longer as I would not be actively working on it. Next week we had new administration meeting and my old open to work times agreement with overtime leave was active again. I got in written. No one ever complained about my paid overtime free time ever again. And I was not concerned about getting fired, as in my country, firing employee is hard. It is super hard to get rid of someone. And as I had written agreement about work times and my work contract clearly stated what I do at my work, there was no way they could have any case of sacking my temporarily evil ass. But in the end, all was good. Couple of weeks and everyone is happy to work again, with no downtime at all. Update. The villain. PMS was chill for the rest of her career. I even visited her family house and fixed their home computer and installed new printer and Wi-Fi for them. She retired from work few years ago. She was actually sorry about what happened and took all the blame. There have been few longer downtimes, but those were always hardware failures. When servers go boo-boo, there is no spare ones to put up in an hour. But thanks to virtualizations and a lot cheaper hardware, I'm prepared to that too now. Update of update. I was away for a weekend with no internet. I like to take few days off the grid time to time when possible to reboot my brain. But anyway, I bet many are wondering how PMS was able to boss my boss around. Answer is pretty simple, but first I have to explain how the work culture works in our non-profit and most likely at any other similar work environments as well in my country. I am an executive administrator. Sound like top-notch position, right? I must have plenty of power, right? Answer is yes and no. I have clients I work for. Who are these clients? Well, every single employee at my organization. I serve them, I work for them. I don't work for some faceless stakeholder or CEO who just wants to get his bank account fatter. I work for my clients. How about our other executives? Like managers and our high honcho, the director. Same thing. Their job is to make sure that everyone can do their job and are happy to do it. I know it must sound weird if you are from stiff corporate world, but this is how it basically works here. If employee is pissed about something, the managers is going to hear and have to deal with the issue. The chain of command is short and simple. We only have a branch manager who is usually an employee who is most skilled and experienced. He does the manager stuff along the normal work on his field. Next step is executives. No middle managers. We even don't have office manager anymore. Of course, this does not mean that employees can do whatever they want. Number. If they start to slack and won't do their job, manager or director will take matters and see that they get back in line. But also, if employee has complaints, concerns, or just want to change things, they can freely go straight to director about it, and they have a right go there, pissed AF if they feel the issue needs. Only reason I was given the executive title was because director wanted to wash his hand from responsibility. If employee it's his/hers boss who takes the heat usually. And with GDPR, director really wanted to push all heat to my lap. Anyway, this leads to an environment where stuff gets done. Even it sounds the opposite. You could say that we are all equal here. No one is bossing around anyone because they have need to show their power, and then again, everyone is bossing everyone if they need to. Also, I'm not native English person. I think I got my English skill good enough for everyday communication, but I might make mistakes or express things weirdly. And also, when I or anyone writes these stories, writing them with our own expression might make them sound more dramatic than they actually are. Like I did make work for other employees hard and shut down the administration for a week, but that happens to some companies without any intention to. Sometimes crap just hits the fan. Happened to me a few times too, like power outage that took so long that backup battery power ran out and whole server room lost power in the middle of my vacation. Once our old server room flooded during spring storm. That was fun, the longest downtime in our org, 2 weeks. But thanks to all for reading. Also, thank you for the rewards. Never thought my stories would get this much attention. Just phoo. The malicious compliance was more than perfect. OP taught a bitter but necessary lesson to the manager who didn't understand the importance of leaving some tasks to those who knew it. Some managers and people on executive positions pretend to be master of all things, but in reality, they are jacks of all trades, but master of none. And such people always mess up things.